In today's video, we will discuss the actual chance Alberta moves towards independence from Canada as of today. This will be a mixture of pure statistics, recent polls as of May 2025, public opinion, and the actual percentage chance Alberta leaves Canada with the current political climate and public desire. This is not an opinion piece. It is straightforward talk on the current chances Alberta cuts ties with Ottawa. As we see a Liberal government, headed by Mark Carney, continue down the same path as Pierre Trudeau and Justin Trudeau, we may see these numbers increase significantly over the coming years, but more on that towards the end of the video. For now, let's take a look at public opinion. Based on the most recent public opinion surveys, only a minority of Albertans currently support outright separation, and constitutional as well as political hurdles make actual separation a lengthy process. An Angus Reid poll conducted in May 2025 finds that 36% of Albertans would vote to leave Canada if a referendum were held today. Among United Conservative Party voters, the leave figure jumps to a staggering 65%. Among Liberal voters, it is 19%. This is interesting because even Liberal voters living in Alberta understand that perhaps things under Mark Carney and the Liberals will just continue as they did under Justin Trudeau, and Alberta will not flourish to its full potential. Among NDP voters, this drops to less than 2%. Even this low number shows us that there is discontent among all Albertans, no matter their political affiliation. Leger's survey a month earlier indicated roughly 29% of Albertans favored separation, with about 71% wishing to remain in Confederation. Across multiple surveys 8 to 12 months ago, this number dropped to 25%. The years previous, this number was at an all-time low at 20%. This shows us that there is an increase in awareness and understanding about the issues Albertans face. The election has certainly created a firestorm of political issues. There are a number of issues that Alberta has faced and is facing with the federal government, from equalization payments to underrepresentation to federal funding to interfering unconstitutionally within provincial jurisdictions. Now, many people outside Alberta may be thinking, this is just Alberta whining and being greedy. And a lot of name-calling has been thrown about. The media is especially fueling this kind of divide amongst Canadians. However, when you look at the facts and think and see for yourself, you will find there are some legit reasons why Albertans are raising concerns and have been fed up. In future videos, we will tackle these one by one so that we are all informed and can make an informed decision. And you as a viewer are encouraged to discuss all the issues, including the one of separation. I believe in freedom of speech, so I do not delete or block anything you say. All I ask is that when you do comment or reply to someone, do so with intelligence and respect. If you are a Canadian, act accordingly. Even if a petition requiring 10% of eligible voters triggers a referendum in 2026, Canada's Clarity Act makes unilateral breakaway pretty difficult without both a clear majority vote, and we have yet to decide what that actually means. And there would be a federal parliamentary negotiation that would be triggered as well. Political analysts say Premier Danielle Smith's threat of a referendum is a strategic bargaining tool, and it could be, but I believe she is providing citizens the opportunity to voice their concerns. This is called democracy, something Canada has been losing over the last decade. Now, there's about 36% of Albertans wishing to leave Canada, and this might rise in the coming years. Right now, there's 64% that wish to stay. If you are watching this issue over the coming months, key things to track are the citizen petition drive. The signature must reach about 10% threshold. And any federal government response both will be critical in determining whether this remains a political bargaining chip or morphs into a binding referendum. But right now, as of today, the chance of Alberta leaving Canada is about 5% chance. What do you think? Do you think this will increase, decrease? If you are watching this outside of Alberta, why do you think nearly 40% of Albertans want out of Canada? Post your comment below. We would love to hear from you. And also, if you found this video interesting, give it a thumbs up. And to see more videos like this, consider subscribing. Thank you so much and take care.